Alrighty, so this is going to be a quick recap on Staff Mirage and its continued updates. Of course, today is June 8th, 2021, and Staff Mirage got another nerf. This is unexpected. This is what I had a feeling would happen since May 11th, and as such, I'm completely unsurprised that we did get a nerf in the DPS department, which is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Arent themselves have specified that they believe Axe is supposed to be the DPS class, not Staff, so it looks like they are continuing along that goal. So if you want to play Mirage and you plan on playing DPS and Alack, you will need Axe now, as well as Staff. While before now, it has been pretty small gain to switch to Staff on, to switch to Axe on like any fight. The change itself is to Staff and its clones. Again, just like on May 25th, they nerfed what our clones do. Specifically, our Ambush, Chaos Vortex. It used to apply half the duration of what you see there from the clones, and it still does for Torment and Bleeding, but half the duration on the Confusion, right? And the Torment and Bleeding were untouched, but the Confusion itself was dropped from 8 seconds base, which bumped up to 16 because of our Condi duration cap, to 3 seconds base. So now it's only 6 seconds of Confusion when our clones fire. Obviously, they are not the complete main source of Confusion, since we ourselves are doing 16 seconds of it ourselves, but now we are definitely going to be the main source. Like 3 of them together are going to drop 18 seconds of Confusion versus our 16. So now they are 50% of our damage instead of 75% of our damage. So that's a pretty big chunk in general. After testing, I myself did a couple of benches. They were just pretty quick things, nothing serious, but I have the chart here. You can definitely hit 26, 27k. This was just a rush thing to test it out, and from what I've seen from other people, they got similar results. If we go to Kitty here, target summary, buffs, I got 33.25. I've seen Snow Crows and other people like that getting up to 34, a little bit over 34. I'm gonna say if you really push it, you can probably get to 20 to 35, compared to, I think, May 25th was at 45 to 47, so you're looking at 10 to 12 Condi stack nerf on a sustained fight. So that does hurt a lot, but it is still very powerful, especially when you're comparing it to Axe. And I think Staff may continue to win on Confusion fights such as SH or Largos, especially if you don't have a group that can abuse fields. The biggest advantage to Axe right now is that they can abuse fields and potentially get up to 33, 34 like us, but without fields they're stuck at around 25, which is still a huge loss on Confusion fights. So overall, everything else stayed the same. If you are providing a lack, you will still be in full Vipers with Nightmare and so on and so forth. With your 16%, and then you can take toxic oil and stuff like that, anything like that to get your boon duration up. Everything else stays completely the same in terms of a lack. But if you are going to be playing DPS Staff, you may want to consider switching to Axe on fights outside of maybe SH and Largos. I'm definitely going to test this myself in the future, and we'll see. But keep in mind that you have lost a good chunk of your Confusion. So on fights that are Confusion heavy, you're going to feel the DPS loss. Like I said, their goal is to make Axe the DPS class anyway, right? So this makes sense. We are getting slowly pushed into the support role we were supposed to be from the very beginning. And if you are interested in how to play support Staff Mirage, I do have videos previously posted, one for its launch and one that was updated for May 25th, which is the one that you can use that will have everything you need when it gets to playing this class. Just keep in mind that when I talk about DPS, it will of course be lower than it is now. But when it comes to support, nothing changes for us, which is good. You don't have to worry about switching gear for more boon duration or anything like that, which I kind of expected to happen to us, but has yet to happen. So it's pretty much, we're still solid and steady with that. It's good to see that they're not completely butchering this class. In the past, they have been pretty heavy-handed with their nerfs. Rip in peace, Condi Deadeye. They seem to be in the sights of Anet quite heavily. but they haven't completely destroyed Staff Mirage. It is still a great class to play. It is still very viable on many fights, and if you enjoy it, definitely keep playing it. If you have not tried it yet, I highly suggest you do. It is still completely viable, so no worries there, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will continue keeping you guys updated on Staff Mirage. If you guys are interested in other classes, I do play a wide variety of classes. Not all of them, but a good chunk of them, and maybe I'll throw out some guides on something like that as well. Feel free to leave any of that in the comments below. Love you guys. See ya.